What's up, team? It's David, your head coach at Cliffhanger Academy, and today we're going to show you one of my favorite exercises that I made up about 20 plus years ago, kind of dating myself here, called baseball blasts. So what this is an amazing exercise that I put together when I was a former high-level baseball player in order to work on a lot of activation and strength through my forearms, basically in all ranges of motion. What this did is allow me to have more bat speed, but a lot more grip strength, a lot more power, and basically to flick that bat really quick. What I didn't realize at the time is that this is an amazing exercise for pretty much any sport that you want to have more grip in, that you want to have more flexibility and mobility in your wrists and in your forearms. And this is actually training both sets of extensors and flexor muscles at the same time in a way that's super safe and really efficient. This kind of engages in a lot of what we call reciprocal inhibition, which basically means if you are working one muscle here, you're actually lengthening another muscle here. So if you can notice, like on my forearms here, when these extensors are fully engaged, this flexor is completely open. And then when I reverse it and I flex this muscle, now the extensor gets really long. So they're going back and forth. So this actually has 4 components to it. Each one you're gonna do anywhere from 10 to 20 reps, and I'm gonna show you each one as we break down. Now what you're gonna do, this one's a little bit different than our normal range of that 7 out of 10 stress range. We're going for, at the end of this, you should wanna throw these weights down. So kind of a 9 or a 10. So pick a weight that is in accordance with that. So I'm going to grab these weights right here. So we're going to start off with our standard wrist curl. So again, my elbows are going to be on my legs the entire time. My wrists are just off of my knees. My knees are bent in 90 degrees. My feet are pointed forward. I'm going to inhale down. I'm going to exhale, squeeze the wrists up. Just going back and forth. That's the first part. So you're gonna do 10 to 20 of these. Then you're gonna flip. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pronate your wrist with the dumbbells in your hand. So you're working the dumbbells in so they go parallel to the ground. Now notice my elbows still stay on my thighs, so I'm not taking those off. So then we're gonna go into a supination. So now you're going from to the other side. So you're working the dumbbells into a hammer to basically parallel the other way. So again, we're going this way the first one, and now we're going this way. And the last one we're gonna do is you're gonna go back and forth. So supinating and pronating at the same time. Back and forth, back and forth. Remember, always trying to keep those elbows bent, keeping the elbows on the thigh, and then going back and forth with these supinating and pronating through both. So to break that down without the weights in my hand, first we're gonna have 90-degree bend our elbow, elbows on the ground, wrists are hanging just slightly off of the knee. Just not like way out here, but just so they touch the back of the knee when you let them go for the wrist curl. Then we're going into pronation. So you're going here, and then you're rotating the dumbbells as far as you can parallel to the ground that way, starting up and then coming down, back and forth. Then we go into supination, starting up here to outside, and then we go supination and pronation together, going back and forth, back and forth. Now again, I love doing these, about 20 reps each one of those. So if you do those 4 different ways, you're talking about 80 reps in one exercise, which is amazing. And you can tell my forearms are already just a little bit pumped from just doing maybe about 20 of those. So this is a great exercise to do. So you remember, make sure you're breathing through this exercise, controlling the tension. Do not let the weights control you. Getting to a place where you know you want to throw those weights out when you're done, up to about 20 reps per exercise. And you can switch it up too if you do these in multiple sets. Start off with supination or pronation, then go to supination to start off the second round. As we do these, called the baseball blasts.